today. I'm gonna give a few minutes for some people to come on board while I switch off the radio for that. I hope you hear me very well for that communication that you're hearing on the. Again, my name is Samuel Olekama. Yeah, I think I'm hearing. My name is Samuel Olekama, your host for the next few seconds. Okay, very good. What did I do? How can I do this? Hope you can hear me. I don't know what I clicked on and I got moved somewhere else. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, I'm back. Well, give me a few minutes again. Okay, okay. Testing one, two, three. Testing two. Okay, I'm only 11 minutes into without saying a word. Um, hello, 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 hello. Testing one, testing two, testing three, testing four, testing five, testing six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you hear me very well. Um, okay. I just want to share one or two nuggets. I call them nuggets because these are words of wisdom. Um, be very careful of who you listen to or what you hear. Hearing has a lot of impact on your body, on your self image, on your life. Um, I'm going to give you one example. Yeah, sometimes I'm very blunt, I'm very direct, and the reason why I'm blunt and direct because I don't want to be fluffy. I like to give the main thing. The information I'm giving, if it's other marketers, other gurus, they'll package it. They give the same information, but before you get it, you might as well read about 10 or 20 books before they give that same information I'm going to give you in less than 20 minutes without preaching to the choir or trying to bundle it or try to package in such a way to make it fancy. I give it to you straight. I shoot it straight as it is. Like I said, simple be careful of who you listen to and what you hear. It make a difference on who you hear from and how you hear it. Who you hear from and what to hear about. Uh, Coming from a background of Christianity and religion, we have been accustomed that we respect our father, our mother and father, which is biblical, and respect their father and mother so that their days may be long in the land of the living. As a child, we go by that. And also we are brought in the knowledge and fear of religious authorities like Reverend Father, priests, pastors, deacons, etc., etc. So this is what we are brought from. When I say we, mainly I'm talking about myself, and this is applicable to most people. The background you are raised make a lot of impact on your life. I'm saying this, I'm assuming that the people hearing me are on the same level with me. Sometimes I try to go a little bit into detail to explain, but sometimes I don't want to just simple explain because I believe the people that are hearing me are on the same plane, on the same level. On us. So I may not go into detail as to the background of where we come from, what we believe. Some people did not go through that. Some people came from a background where they have a wrecked family. They didn't have any kind of structure or figurehead or somebody to respect or fear. I understand that. But I'm just talking of me in particular and few people who come from my same type of background where you respect your family. I mean, respect your parents as a first authority in your life, followed by the priest. Usually, by then it was a Protestant or Catholic. Protestant, the one with, I think we later call them CMS. So this thing has been enshrined to us to respect this authority. But most of the time, we don't do our due diligence. Most of the time, we do beliefs on ignorance. Most of the time, we follow blindly. There's so many things our parents taught us based on their own knowledge, which was wrong. So many things that they told you then was the way which you believe, and probably which was wrong. Uh, Poverty is hereditary. A poor parents will teach their children how to be poor because they've been poor. The only way they know or things they know is poor. A poor parents, it's a little bit difficult for a poor parents or those, to be able to bring their child to the level of richness that they didn't accumulate. Because if they know it, they will have done it by themselves. So sometimes you have to go outside the realm of your parents to be able to achieve what your parents did not achieve. Some of us have been brought up in fear of authority, that, we've been brought up to toe the line, go to school, do well in college, do not disobey authority, doesn't matter where you come from. Most of us are victim of those knowledge and circumstance. So in this little episode I'm trying to do here, maybe 10 or 15 minutes or more, I'm trying to let you know that some of them are wrong. Some of them are wrong. I know it's hard to say. Most of them are wrong. Most of them are wrong teachings. Most of them are wrong example. Most of them are wrong, including from the so-called pastors and priests, or whoever is authority of the church, because they can only teach what they know from their background. So my advice, I'm not gonna drag this thing for 1 hour. Is that just be very careful of who you listen to and what you listen from. Recently, I did a research. I do a lot of credit to Tai Lopez, one of good internet guru that I listen to all the time, and other also Dan Pena. He said that also. A couple of them. You have to be very careful what information you consume. Have to be very careful who you hear from. You have to be very careful what you hear from. There's so many ways we hear. We hear by mouth, we hear by nose, we hear by eye, we hear by ear. Even the environment we dwell in, we are hearing for that environment, because all these things impact your life. All these things subconsciously is speaking to you. Even though when you think you're not consuming them, you are consuming them. It's kind of too a little bit complex for me to describe here. That's why I said I hope the people listen to me are on the same level. Everything you see, everything you hear, everything you smell, every bit of your environment, even the road you are walking on, is communicating to you. Is speaking to your mind. It's being recorded. And most of the time, you reflect your environment, you reflect your associates subconsciously. If you wonder when did I start behave, for example, let me give when I come to this country, United States, I don't usually curse. I don't curse. Stuff like a fool, idiot, motherfucker, bitch. Those are no from where I come from in Africa. I've never, I've done, we never do something like that. I come from where respect is paramount. So when I come here, I still didn't do it initially when I come, but I was in a jail environment, because I work in a jail. Even though I don't want to make this, object of my jail, because I don't want to attribute any credit or whatever towards but I just want to, just come out that I want you to know where I work in a jail. I work with convicted felons and misdemeanor individual. And so I work with other fellow officers who come from different background where cursing is common. So I say initially, fine. I say, as long as I don't have a will, that's what I talk to myself. As long as I control myself and I don't curse, I don't have to blend in to their attitude, because curse was paramount in Nigeria. Inmate curse, because these are gangsters, people person who have, on the other side of the aisle, so the curse is common. So I say, well, as long as I control myself, I will not curse. Oh boy, I was wrong. It didn't take long. It start, I start throwing it out. How, when it happened, I could not even fathom. just a little provocation, I blend in immediately. I blend it so well that even I become better than those other people that are now. I can't even see of any day that to go without me cussing or saying some kind of derogatory language, which is bad. What am I saying? The environment plays a role. So when you say, "Oh, I don't wanna," be very careful who you associate yourself, what environment, who you hear from, and what you hear from. And I did another test too. I do a lot of tests, like I said. I'm becoming a research institute now myself. I research my character, I research my behavior, I research my sleep, I research my work, I research my stress, I test everything. So I didn't know why I didn't start it. That's one of my biggest regrets because I used to take everything for granted. I'm the type that always take everything at the face value. Now I don't take anything at face value. Now I do my due diligence to the best of my knowledge. I'll do my due diligence. So recently I've been doing it and I discovered that I'm very meticulous now where who I associate with, who I speak to, because I discovered that, oh boy, you don't want to hear this. It is, even as I'm saying it, I'm feeling so bad and I'm feeling so horrible about it. Most of the people that I've been hearing or been following or have been taking advice are people who actually should have been taking advice from me. Let me repeat it again. The people I've been following, the people I've been so reverent as authority, the people that have been thinking that they do not know anything. Actually, I know much better than them. So I've been fooling myself for a very, very long time, following fools, taking advice that will never help me, taking advice from those who don't know what they're talking about, who are limited in knowledge. It's either two ways why how this thing happened. It's either I grew too fast and overcome. I grew too fast to be able to gain the knowledge I have, or I didn't know what I was doing. Either of the two happened. So I'm gonna take the better one, which let me assume take the most, better one to console my heart. Let me assume that I grew too fast or that I became so much blessed by the knowledge of God and wisdom. That even sometimes I'm finding it very difficult to even find a church that preach the genuine word of God because the deep knowledge of word of God that I have. I go to church, and again, I don't want to point in particular reference or calling names or whatever, but I'm looking for a meat in a gospel. I have finished drinking the milk. When the child is growing up, the early stage is the breast, which is the milk. After that, then the weaning from the breast, then gradually introduces some solid milk or whatever, and meat and other stuff. After the child must have grown, the system and the intestine and the body has now capable to consume other stuff. They wean from the breast. But initially, breast or milk is the initial stage for a baby. As far as I'm concerned, as long as the gospel is concerned, I have passed the initial stage of milk. I'm looking for solid food in the gospel, in the word of God. And to my greatest surprise, when I go to church, I keep hearing about milk. They keep preaching me about milk. When I'm trying to get about the meat, I mean, example of, behave well, respect the elders, do not beat up your friends, be loyal, petty. I mean, they are good, but these are, you know, okay, you may ask me what type of truth I'm looking for. How does miracle happen? If you ask me what meat am I looking for? How do I perform miracle? How do I grow faith? How do I grow faith? Stuff like that. How do I renew my mind? Step that I can renew my mind. Practical step. How can I cure the sick? How can I lay my hands on the sick and cure the person? How can I help my generation or my tribe? How can I make an impact in the world as a living being, unique, of, in different over thousands of thousands species? These are what I'm looking for. These are things that I'm trying to phantom. How long will it take from the moment you pray to get a result, assuming everything is equal? You see where I'm going. You see the deeper something. Why do poor people or holy people? What makes holy people, innocent people, suffer for something they didn't do, if at all it's true? Sometimes it's not true because if it depends on angle that you're looking at it. Why do God allow certain evil to happen on earth? Why do God keep what These are meat, thick meat that excites me, that I want to learn from. You're not coming and telling me, don't beat your wife. Don't beat your wife. Just another meat I want to do. Why you should not fornicate or have adultery, other than not going to hell? What are the immediate consequences and whatever the effect of committing adultery or fornication? Why you should avoid it? Why God say it's bad and the practical effect of it on earth before even you go to hell? These are stuff I want to know. The meat I like to hear. So be very careful. So I found out that most of the time, the people I'm learning from should be learning from me. And in as much as this meat is what I'm looking for, these are what I'm learning. These are what I'm trying to be an expert. These are what I'm trying to be proficient as, the one I'm trying to learn. Because what you're trying to learn is what excites me. It's what my energy glows when I hear them. Because that's stuff that I love to hear. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful on who speak to you and what mode you hearing them, because there's so many wrong teachers out there in different disguise, in different medium, passing out wrong information. Just because the person has a pulpit and has a platform doesn't mean he knows what he's saying. I don't even know how I got this from it. Let me repeat it again. Just because somebody has a platform and he's eloquent on the pulpit doesn't mean he knows shit about what he's saying. You see, I curse again. That's what I'm telling you. Effect of environment. Just because somebody is speaking with millions of crowd and has audience, you'd be surprised you know much better than them. Be careful who you're hearing from. It doesn't matter who. Pastor, priest, pope, president. You'd be surprised the knowledge you have God has given to you. The only thing is that you haven't had the opportunity to have a bigger platform. That is why I'm sharing it to. I don't know how you find this my channel. My name is Samuel Olekama. I believe no matter how you find it, it's a blessing that you find it, because I know you benefit something from it. I definitely know if you listen to me, I try to make each and every one of my messages have at least one nugget. You'll be glad you did. You won't hear it from other places. They will not preach it. They will sugarcoat it. I gave it to you as raw as it is. Living stream of water. Fresh bread. Others you may eat and perish. This will lead you forever, that you don't have to thirst or hunger. Thank you so much. It's Sunday today. It's January. This I'm shooting this January, I think 12th, 2020. Happy New Year, anyway, to all my friends and subscribers there. I wish you all the best this year. It's gonna be well with us this year. We will crush it. We already started. So I just want to share this few. I don't want to make it too long. Appreciate your time. Be blessed and have a nice day. From Samuel Olekama. Thank you.